Oh, hello. I'm Drew.
And I'm Jon with Michigan Adventure Life.
If you enjoyed this video of our hike into Nordhouse, please give it the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at MIAdventureLife. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, Jon, you ready?
Heck yeah, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, guys, it's about 12:40. We've been on the freeway for about 40 minutes now. Is that about right?
Yeah, about that.
We probably got about another 3 hours until we pulled into the trailhead, and it's just starting to rain. We'll keep you up to date. Oh yeah, she's raining now. Just crossing the Zilwaukee Bridge, heading up north. Just about to get on US 10. Our rain quickly turned to snow and sleet. Just as per the usual. It's almost 2 o'clock, so we're a couple hours out still. Looking like we're gonna have some weather though. Starting our final approach into Nürnberg Road. We hit some rain, we had some sleet, we had some snow. Now it's 40 and it looks like everything's starting to melt.
Might turn out to be a pretty good night.
Could be a pretty warm night. I'm hoping the snow's done. I'm hoping we're through all the weather at least. Looks like it's going to be pretty good though if the weather just decides what it's going to do.
Turn left onto West Nordhouse Road.
There we are.
In 5.3 miles, the destination is on your right. Nordhouse Dunes Wilderness Area.
The Nordhouse Dunes Wilderness Area and the Manistee National Forest. Gotta head down here for another few minutes and we'll check in again when we're at the trailhead. Alright, here we are, the Nürnberg Trailhead in the Nordhouse Dunes Wilderness System, Manistee National Forest. We're gonna check in there, read all the rules, maybe hit the outhouse. Do you have a good drive, Jon?
It was a real nice drive. Pretty smooth. Thank God it didn't get too cold that the roads actually froze or anything, so.
Yeah, we're excited. We're gonna check in. We're gonna pay our trailhead fee, and we'll let you know when we hit the trail. Just got done paying our fee. It's $5 per vehicle per day, or 15 for the week. So we just went ahead and did 15. Someone was nice enough to leave a pen in the envelope box. So if you end up at the Nordhouse Dunes Nürnberg Trailhead, please leave the pen in the box. Super nice. Jon's just getting done in the outhouse. It's really nice facilities considering it's a rustic trailhead. Looks like no one else has our dire urge for adventure. Everyone needs to do their part to stop invasive hitchhikers. Put these boot brushes out there, and you just give your boots a little go through before you hit the trail and after. Get all the dirt and seeds and pollen and creepy crawlies off there. It's good to be responsible.
Alright, we just got our gaiters on, as you can see. Drew's got his on. Boots and gaiters are on, so now we're going to grab our packs and hit the trail. Jeep proving to be more than useful yet again.
Always so wonderful. I thank Jon for this Jeep every day. Feels like a 70-pound pack. We're at about 70 pounds apiece. Luckily, it's only about a mile hike in. If we had to cover some real miles with a pack this big, we'd be in trouble.
Definitely.
It's gonna be nice to have some of that warm weather gear, though.
Oh yeah.
With this wind and cold.
It's pretty windy out.
It's super windy. Jon's just fixing a pin on his bag there. It's one of the blessings and curses of the external frame bag. They have the shear pins that tend to shear, but at least they're super easy to replace.
Right?
Carrying all those extra parts has finally paid off, though.
All right.
It's almost 5 o'clock.
We're all packed up. Let's hit the trail.
It's about 5 p.m. We're hitting the trailhead I mentioned, just up from the Nuremberg trailhead. Paid our fee. Jon's bag's fixed. We're all saddled up, and figure we're just gonna hike into the woods. Go see Nordhouse Lake. Go see that little lake we love so much.
Let's check it out. There's plenty of dead and down around here. Hopefully there's just as much where we're going to be camping. There's a lot leaning, which hopefully will be a little bit drier.
I feel like we should explain too. When we're talking about dead and down, we mean trees that have not only died, but have fallen of their own accord. In public land, you're allowed to take firewood and burn it, but it has to be both qualifications, dead and on the ground. You can't cut a dead tree down for firewood at your campsite.
So that's why it's always nice to look around and see what kind of wood you got and survey the area. Got to take care of the woods too. And you can tell points during the year, the snow comes up to here. You can see all the moss lined on all the trees. All the way back there too. And we're going to be camping all the way over there in the woods. Maybe actually a little over there.
It's hard to believe that this lake completely dried up a few years ago. It's really made a great comeback.
So when you come in from the road, you come in from over here, and you come down. This is the entrance that you normally come across. And then we just continue right down here, keep going around it.
We hike up a little bit, take this goat trail to get around all the burnout.
But yeah, so on the drive up, we saw a pheasant just hanging out on the side of the road, which is pretty awesome. It's a beautiful bird. But we also past a snowy owl, which was beautiful. It's probably only the second or third time I've seen one in the wild. It's amazing how white they are. So what's the story behind all the burnout?
So, because we don't have wildfires as much anymore, and we don't like them where people live, they'll come into a prescribed burn in areas that don't get a lot of travel. So, I don't know how many years ago, 5 or 6 I think, they came through here and prescribed burn all the dead stuff around the edge of the lake. And you can see, I mean, it's coming back. There's new growth. All the grasses are coming in. It's making a really fine habitat. I can't argue with it. You'll see a lot more as we hike through, but they clearly know what they're doing.
Right, it works.
So the prescribed burn we were talking about, you'll notice all this soil's thick and black, and there's these half-charred branches everywhere. That's how you can tell you've been in an area with either a forest fire or a prescribed burn.
Here we go.
All right, guys, we've made it to the previously established campsite we were aiming for. We're gonna unpack, unbag, try and get the camera on a tripod and show you some of our setup.
All right, we're gonna pick a couple trees, get unpacked. All right, so we got our bags up on the tree. It's another reason we like this spot is this little pine here has just got all these little nubs at the perfect height to hang bags. So they're just far enough off the ground, but still convenient.
And someone's come in here and built this little wall. Well, it's not, not a real wall. It's not going to protect you from anything. It's nice to have a defined area.
It's more of a border, I guess.
Clearly, people have been in here and packed it down a little bit and cleared it out. So, you know, when possible, always try and camp where other people have already camped if it's legal to camp there. What do you want?
I don't know. What are you thinking about taking, Drew?
Well, I usually take these two, but I'm not picky.
You take those two. I could take that one and this big guy.
So this is camp. Look what we got going on here. Got our AquaQuest tarps up. Hammocks nice and high underneath. We always try and hang our feet a little bit higher than our heads because of the way the body balances in a hammock. Mostly for knots, we've just been using either bowlines or taut line hitches. John's a little lower, but he's safe, man. Look at that. And that's camp. That's our setup, man. All right, guys, we got our hammock tarp set up. We're going to start working on our base camp tarp. So there you've got it, guys. That's our base camp tent. It's going to be enough to keep rain off of our gear. If we need it to hold more weight, we'll run a ridge line across between the poles to hold the peak up. But otherwise, it's tall enough for us to hide out under if we need to. We can put the table and all our gear under here. We're good to go.
Excellent.
It's getting a little chilly. It's getting a little dark. So we'll probably try and start a fire here. John and I went out and collected some wood, processing it up. Don't know. That'll quite be enough birch to get it going, but you know, we're gonna give it a go and see. Maybe if I throw some of these twigs in here too real quick. It's that easy, man. I know we make it look super easy, but could be because it is. It's smoky, but there's fire, man.
Alright, so we got some nice juicy steaks. We're gonna just toss them on the coals and sear them a little, just to seal in all the juices, just like that. Probably put a little seasoning on them. Once they've been cooked a little, not really cooked but seared, we're gonna pull them off, and then we'll toss them on our little stove that we got.
Those 24-ounce Costco steaks. Ooh. Now we got to move the steaks back up.
There's so much meat there, you know?
We're just, you know, we gave them a good sear on the coals, and now we're going to just let them slow cook. Knock all the ash off, let them slow cook. Probably build some fire up, get some more heat up in there. It's probably going to take quite a while, but man.
It is going to be worth it.
John's just building up the fire now.
With cumulative snow in my chair.
see if we can check that out. There is snow accumulating in the chairs. She's definitely snowing. Glad we got that base camp shelter set up. Protect all our stuff so we can just pull it all in tonight. See my glow tube there? Got the green one over here. Barely see it behind John's coat, but stakes are still going. Got our wood pile. But it is snowy. I guess since it's snowing, I ought to go ahead and show everyone the official temperature record. What we got going here? Looks like maybe 30. Alright, it took a while, but the stakes are finally done. It's about 10:30, so it took about an hour, I'd say. Which one you want, John? Which one am I getting?
This one, man.
Oh, I'll take that one. Thank you.
It's hot.
Oh. Got that raccoon running around. We've had a visitor all night since we started cooking. He's going to be real upset that he doesn't get any of this, so. Look at that. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Yep. She's done. Cooked perfectly. I'm gonna sit here and eat for a while. Try and keep the raccoons away.
It is amazing. We're not alone in the woods.
Hey, guy. Oh, he's cute. He'd be a lot cuter if he wasn't trying to, like, ravage our camp while we're asleep. So we got raccoons and a fire and delicious steak bread. Beautiful moon that you probably can't see. Oh, wow, you can see it. Let me just put this down so you guys can look up at that moon for a little bit. Enjoy the moon and our fire while I finish my sandwich. Alright, just getting the bear bag ready. Since we've seen raccoons, we definitely want to make sure we hang it right. A bear bag's just any, dry bag that you can hang your food in from a tree to get it up and out of the reach of animals.
This'll work. Why wouldn't it?
So we tied the end of that string onto a stick. John's gonna lob it up over that branch up there. Success! Now he recovers the stick. And then he hoists the bag up. Hold it for a minute. Got it? There you go, folks. We got our bear bag and a tree. Now we just tie it off. Oh, filmed better than I thought. It's about, a little bit past 11. We're gonna let the fire die down. Talk about tomorrow, then probably head for bed. So it's the end of the night.
Just letting the fire die down.
You know, we're just gonna hit the hay a little early for us. Try and wake up a little early. It's gonna be chilly tomorrow, but there shouldn't be any precipitation. Yeah?
Yeah,
Is that hot?
it is that hot.
I wanted John to sit close to the fire so that you could see his face. But even with a gator on, it's too hot.
It is toasty.
Well, okay, then back up. Whatever. You know what? We'll leave that in because people are always saying they wish we'd leave more stuff in. So yeah, tomorrow we're just gonna pack up our hammocks and sleep systems and tarps, and try and head to the beach and then up toward Manistee. Try and find this other spot we like to hang out, and then we'll head back into this base camp the next day. Weather should be good, a little chilly, but
It's not supposed to rain or anything or snow at all tomorrow. So that'll be nice.
it will be nice. Oh jeez, it is hot. Just getting ready for bed. Taking the boots off. We didn't hike a lot today. I think we probably only did about 3 miles.
A little bit of wandering around looking for wood.
Yeah. Those 70-pound packs are killer even at a mile though.
Yeah, it was definitely a substantial amount of weight.
Alright, we had a pretty good night, pretty good day. The steaks were friggin' amazing. God, there was so much there, but delicious, cooked perfect. The bread definitely added. It's nice coming back to this campsite. It's a lot of fun hanging out here. We're lucky there's plenty of firewood, so the fire got nice and warm, kept us warm for a while. But it's time for bed, time for sleep. We'll see you guys in the morning.
Well, that's the end of day 1. I'm in my hammock. John's in his hammock. It's a little windy. Last we checked, it was about 24 degrees. Steaks were good though. We're gonna wake up, whenever tomorrow and have another day. Good night, John.
Good night, Drew.
Night, guys. Well, good morning, guys, or good afternoon. When it's chilly, we just kind of tend to roll over. I mean, we don't got plans, we don't got anywhere to be, so it's noon. Good morning. You up, John?
I'm up.
Heck yeah.
Alright, we're going to start a fire, transfer some of the little twigs over, and hopefully we can get warm this morning.
Oh, you got it. Alright, so we're just going to start breakfast up here. John's getting the fire stoked up. I'm going to just get all my stuff. I store in the pot, out in the little bag it comes with. Alright. Then our eggs, which probably could have just brought regular eggs since it's been so cold. I think it would have counted as refrigerating them anyway. everything survived. You know, this is an egg carrier by Coughlin. Put a little piece of bubble wrap in the bottom of there because not all eggs are the same size. That seems to standardize it out pretty well. We need to save an egg for the cornbread, so we're going to save the small one, hard boil up these 5, and then we just put water in this. Just over the top of them, because you don't want to waste water. And then because we're boiling them, we don't have to wash them. We put that on like a lid, and then we'll put that on the fire and let it boil. Once it comes to a boil, you give it about 10 minutes. And we're just going to let that go. Eventually, it's going to start boiling, and then we'll start a timer for 10 minutes, and then we'll have some hard-boiled eggs.
Alright, we're going to toss some bacon on. We're going to use some thick-cut bacon here. This is pretty difficult to really control what the actual heat is. So thick cut's just easier to cook. We're cooking it off to the side here, just in front of it, so none of the grease drips into the fire and flares it up and overcooks everything. It's gonna be good though. I think our water's come to a boil, so we'll get that off, or start the timer actually. We'll be eating soon.
Alright, we're just going to pull the eggs off now. Give them a quick look-see. Oh yeah, they're hard-boiled. You can tell because one of them's cracked and everything's not blowing out everywhere. So we're going to let these sit off to the side and cool for a little bit. Yep, there's the bacon's doing pretty well. We've already started nomming on some of the bacon. It's really good. You liking that bacon, Jon? So our bacon's cooled off a little. You just take a little bit of the bacon, put it on the other half of the slice of bread from yesterday. So we can see that all nice, yeah. And we got, you know, an egg split in half here. Got a Baby Bell cheese. What more could you want for breakfast, man? Breakfast is over. Letting the fire die down so we can head back to the car. Why do we gotta head back to the car, Jon?
I'm gonna go grab my wool blanket. Stay a little bit warmer when we hike to the lake. I'd imagine it's gonna be even more windy there. It usually is.
Yeah, you know, it's a little windier today than we thought it'd be. And we woke up kind of later than we thought because we didn't set an alarm because we wanted to sleep. We didn't intend on sleeping as late as we did. So we're gonna reverse our days. Today we're gonna, you know, hike back to the car, get the stuff Jon needs to get, come back, and then we're gonna get some trail footage hiking around the trails around Nordhouse. And then tomorrow we're just gonna pack up our base camp, get it back to the car, and then we're gonna hike out to the spot, spend the night, and come back. Yeah. That's the plan.
See how it works out.
Alright guys, we got all our packs on. We're getting ready to go out. Gonna take a different trail back to the car, show you some more of this beautiful area. You know, still
Still kind of windy.
It'll be nice to get hiking again, get warmed up, get the whole body warmed up.
I always think this plant looks like the save point in a video game. Like it doesn't belong, it's just sitting there.
One lone woolly mullen.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
A woolly mullen?
It is a beautiful lake.
It is. We're at the head of that goat trail we went down. We just hiked up the hill and then came the regular trail back. And then we're going to head back to the Nürnberg trailhead and then hike up the road just so you guys can get a view of what that's like.
You came untied.
All right, John just had to stop to tie his boot. We're almost at the Nürnberg trailhead. We're about at a mile. Actual distance along the other way to our camp was about 1.2. I think this is going to end up being real similar. We're going to get to the trailhead, pop some layers off, put them in our bags, hike the road back to the car, and then we'll probably check in with a plan after that. So John had some problems going into four-wheel drive yesterday when we hit the water. All that rain and snow. And it started making this terrible sound, and we're hoping it's not making it anymore.
I hear it.
Yeah, also, one of your brake lights is out.
Really?
Yeah. Your right brake light. Passenger brake light.
You hear it?
Yeah, it sounds like one of your calipers is frozen. I agree. This one. The one front passenger side, I think.
I'm gonna say both of them.
I'm
going back to the poles. I said poles.
But I figure what we're gonna do, you know, that's a thing. Well, we'll get back to camp. We'll make a plan. If we have to cut our trip early so John can get his car fixed before he has to go to work, that's, work is what gives us money to do these trips, so...
Gotta do what we gotta do.
Gotta do what we gotta do. We're at least gonna make it another night.
Oh, yeah.